Well, Herr Schulte, it's such a pleasure to visit the factory here, but I think before we start talking about the process of making cast iron elements, would you tell us a little bit about the history of the buderus company?
The history is very interesting for buderus company. Buderus was founded in 1731, and it started first as a private company by Mr. Buderus.
What were they making back then?
They're making tubes in the beginning, and some casting, some cast iron casting. They started the production for cast iron boiler sections. It was when this plant was founded here in 1861.
And now what we're looking at behind us, and it's pretty amazing, is the actual molten iron that's being poured into buckets, right?
Yeah.
How hot is that? What's the
the temperature here, the liquid iron temperature is about 2066 degrees Fahrenheit.
Wow. What's the first step that's happening here? What are they actually doing?
The first step, the melting step, that's the first one. We're beginning to melt the cast iron with the raw material.
Right.
And there's four very important parts for the raw material. There's pig iron.
Big iron.
Big iron, and it's scrap, steel scrap, and cast iron scrap. The fourth part is cast iron, which is circled around here. So this recycling material.
This is an industry that has always recycled itself.
Yes, okay.
Right. And so the molten iron is transported in these buckets or hoppers.
Yeah, that is the first, because when it comes out from the tubular furnace, then it comes to the big iron receiver here, where the liquid iron comes out. And then it's bring to the small receiver here, and then it goes from the small receiver to the automatic molding lines.
All right. And so I guess we'll just follow the man in the orange front end loader and get an idea of where it's going next, right?
Yeah.
Well, Herr Schulte, there's no doubt that there's something magical about watching molten metal, this hot orange liquid being poured into molds. Can you explain to us the process here?
Yes, I can do that. We are standing in front of the automatic molding line, and the process is starting with a sand, with a black sand. The black sand consists of coal, bentonite, and water, and this sand will be pressed.
But the black is actually graphite, isn't it?
That is graphite, yes. That's graphite, that's correct. All right. And then the core comes in, and we have the upper case, we say, and the lower case.
Right.
We bring them together, and then the mold is finished.
And what we're making is sections for a boiler, right?
Then we make sections for the boiler, and when the mold is finished, then we bring it here to the iron receiver, and we pour in the liquid iron.
Okay. And so each one of these that we're looking at behind us has a mold in it.
Yeah.
And what are the flames that we see coming out of the top?
There is some gas which comes. That's originally waste. So we see here the big exhausting system that we have installed here. And we see the big lines over there. And all this waste pollution is filtered inside, because we have very strict regulations here in Germany that not air pollution will be the result of the founding process.
All right. Great. Let's go see the next step.
After we have poured the cast iron sections, we cool them down to a temperature of about 480 degrees Fahrenheit.
So they cool down from 2600 to 480 degrees.
Right. Then we will bring it to the cleaning station where they are shaped and where the dark sand is coming out and the coarse sand is coming out.
Is that all recycled?
We are recycling the black sand, the carbon sand, nearly 100%. And you can see this is the clean, cooled down cast iron sections.
Right.
And this is the areas which will be milled and polished.
So this is cast iron, but it could actually be threaded almost like steel.
This is specific cast iron for boiler sections.
So that's part of the secret patented technique. And once you put them through the mill,
and this is when it's milled and polished afterwards, and you see it's very blank and smooth.
I can't believe that's cast iron. That's amazing. You can get that sharpness with cast iron.
That's it. And after this, we have the pressure test, 100% by 58 psi. That's the first pressure test, and afterwards we have another pressure test, also 100%, when the block is completed. So we start here with the tested boiler block on the assembly line,
Okay, and then at this point the burner comes and meets.
And the next point is that the burner comes in here.
Now, how do you test them?
The test is twice. First, stand alone, and first is tested in the unit.
So you're actually putting gas in, or
we put the
firing
gas in and look at the gas leakage and so on.
Yes. And then once they are installed in the actual boilers that are going out, they also get dressed in the insulation jackets, right?
Yeah, we put on the insulation, and the next step is then to bring on this boiler jackets here in this fabulous blue color.
Yes.
That's the buderus color.
Now this is a trademark of buderus.
That's a trademark of buderus.
Yeah. So that makes it a distinctive product all around the world, right?
That's right.
Once you've got them assembled, they go on the pallets, into the boxes, and out the door.
That's the last step here, out the door and up to the customer.
Well, we're very happy to get an idea of German technology at the end of the century.
Thank you very much.
Vielen Dank.
Dankeschön. Wiedersehen.